Wir gehen jetzt über zum Thema Volkswagen. Wir haben einen Vortrag, das Thema heißt Tripod Platform, the B2B Marketplace of the Volkswagen Group in the Asia Pacific Region. Man merkt, der Titel, er ist Englisch. Das heißt, wir werden jetzt gleich mal kurz die Sprache ändern. Wir haben dort eine B2B-Plattformlösung mit der Volkswagen im asiatisch-pazifischen Raum entwickelt, die verschiedene Autohäuser es ermöglicht, wirklich in einer Single-Point-Solution einzukaufen. Und wir haben zugeschaltet Sharon und Marco direkt aus Singapur. Hello, I welcome you here on stage. I see you virtually. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi,
Yes.
Sharon. Marco.
Hello.
Hey, Marco. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, it's a pleasure that you support us with your presentation today from Singapore. It's already night. It's not your background, Marco, but I don't think this is the light now, but it's almost 7 o'clock or something in the evening, so thank you for your time. Let me introduce you real quick to our audience. Sharon, we checked a little bit on your CV. Sharon, you graduated in the medical engineering sector, right? And then you had a focus in the industrial sector with a focus on technology. I would say you are a technical expert, to summarize it real quick. And then you started working for General Motors, I guess it was in 2014, 3 years till 2017. You can correct me, of course, anytime. And now you're responsible for the digital after-sales solution and system department, a long word, in the Asia-Pacific region, which is very interesting. And I'm very happy that you're here today. And Marco, you can speak German and English as well, right? You speak both languages, so
I hope so, yeah.
You hope so, okay. But Marco, you graduated in business administration. Afterwards, you stepped quick in the automotive sector, and you worked more than 11 years, I think, for Pirelli. And afterwards, you worked for the Volkswagen Group in the tire business of the Volkswagen AG. And now I think you are responsible for the after sales at Volkswagen in the complete Asia-Pacific region. Is that right?
That's correct. So we are covering Asia-Pacific without China and India. So China and India are separate markets because of the size.
Perfect. So I'm happy that I got everything in the right order, and I give you now the stage, and we are really happy to hear more about the platform solution in the Asia-Pacific region and all these challenges within this platform. Thank you so much.
Yeah, many thanks for this introduction, and thanks for having us. We want to give you in the next minutes some more information about where N4 was supporting us to build up really something from scratch. This is something not usual for Volkswagen world, because we are a very big and complex company. And also because of this, as we are a regional office, we are far away from the headquarter. We sometimes are depending on some local or regional solution because it takes too much time or it's too expensive to use all the global solutions that are available. So when we came in this tendering, we had the problem that we have a very, very heterogeneous region. You see here our region, I said, is Asia-Pacific without India and China. And here we have a lot of markets. And it's not that we have then just only one Volkswagen Group importer in this market, but we have separate Audi, Volkswagen, Seat, Porsche, Skoda, and so on importers. So in these 23 countries, we have a lot of more business partners that are doing their own business. Yeah. They haven't been big in the tire business. And so we were looking for a solution that suits somehow all these different markets. And if you see then what was the big problem. Yeah, we are used to handle genuine parts. And here we have established system, we have established supply chain, and we have established processes. But where we are not so good, and especially not in our region, is the so-called local parts that are not genuine. Like tires and also some other accessory workshop consumables, but also genuine products like oil that we are sourcing directly from the local suppliers and are directly then sent to our dealers. Yeah? And because this was the missing puzzle stone in our system landscape, we were tendering in 2017 this platform. And we had several offers from also here regional companies. But finally, we were choosing N4 because we were convinced that they are the right choice, being flexible, being also ready to really create something completely new, making some pioneer work, and at the end also to have a scalable and affordable solution. Scalable also in the meaning that we can use it really for the different VW Group brands in the region. We can use it in the countries in the region, but we can use it if we want also in other markets outside our regional role. So it's really future ready. And it was at the beginning, of course, like always in software IT projects, a little bit time consuming, and also sometimes we were not so fast than expected. But at the end, we have really a success story, and Sharon will now give you much more details about the details, what the platform can and what we have achieved. So enjoy.
Right. Thanks, Marco. As what Marco shared earlier in the overview, there are actually indeed challenges in the automotive world within the local parts purchase in our region. So just to bring you across from the right side, the importer pain points, there's no direct connectivity within the supplier system, within each supplier system. And we are actually doing manual master data upload processes. All this also includes manual ordering process, and which also includes the lack of real-time transparency on the dealer process. So in fact, you don't have visibility within what the local parts purchase within the dealer portion. On the dealer side, on the right-hand side, they actually have multiple steps in ordering. So if you talk about logging into different supplier website, it is actually quite a pain to actually remember all the logons. And there's also no live pricing and stock availability info within the supplier platform in some cases. All this resulted in long service waiting time for the customer due to the manual checkings, and eventually it resulted in loss of potential business within the local parts purchase. So with all this problem statement, right, we realized that there is a need for a standardized and automatic local parts ordering process, and hence we actually work with N4 very closely to develop a tripod. So over here, what we can show you is that we have actually achieved connectivity, direct connectivity, okay, to the supplier system, which includes the master data, okay, which allows the importers to download master data in a very standardized format, ordering system, standardized of the local parts purchase. And because in our region, there are actually different languages, so we actually have Japanese, Chinese, and Korean language within tripod itself. So within the dealer, working directly with the supplier system, right, we actually have stock availability within one view. And with one-stop shop of tripod, it enables a very easy ordering interface for the dealership. Also, we have we listen to our importers, and of course, they have market requirements, which includes role administration. And also, we also developed something interesting where we have an order log function for one market, whereby they actually stop the dealers from ordering the system during the month-end period, so as to allow some manual process work at the back end. Of course, with the direct connectivity of the system, there is actually real-time transparency on orders on the status for both dealership and importers. So all this will automate the sales process within the local parts purchase and enables data collection within the dealership and importership itself. Okay, so let me just share with you the project milestones so far we have done with the N4 team. We adapted a process-oriented and agile approach at the N4 project team. And this, I would say, it is a success story. We actually go live with tripod platform back in 2018 with the tires and oil and accessories category. And it is currently available in 4 countries, Australia, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan. And for Japan, we even have a light version where due to market needs, right, we only have a catalog specific version for the market itself. So moving on, we are always looking into the developing and refining the tool. We are working hand in hand with the N4 team to develop Tripod 2.0. All right, so right now, let me just guide you through some live demonstration for the platform itself, just to give you a brief introduction of the tool. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, what I'm sharing with you right now is the dealer logon, where you can see there are different menu icons on the left-hand side. If you go into the tire search, we actually allows the users to do a more detailed search within the system. Let's see. Bear in mind, this is a test site, and of course, the pricing wise are all mockups. Okay, so in this case, you can see that the stock availability in this case. Okay, and then if you can actually also select whether the parts are in stock or not. For the order side, you can actually see which are the orders pending. Okay, if you see here, there are orders, actually some are still waiting confirmation. And there's actually a status check, which you can see on the black box, whether the orders are being confirmed, back ordered. Something like your Amazon orders or your local parts, local B2C kind of platform. Okay, within which there are also user administration and reports, which you can actually extract from the system itself. So besides that, we also work with N4 to have an importer dashboard. This is something similar to what you see in the dealer dealer interface, but it's just that there are a lot more features which is more related to the importer side. For example, you can actually check all the orders within the dealership, where you can have transparency, invoices, whether they are already invoiced or not. For this, there's this functionality where we can actually, arrange the search result accordingly to the decision being made. And of course, this very interesting pricing menu function where it allows the users, the brands to select, to upload the price, okay, in accordance to the demand. And there is also an opportunity to upload promotional pricing with a valid date. So all this will actually make the work of the importer more efficient in this way. And yeah, and as well, you can see in the main page, right, there's actually marketing assets which you can add on, okay, with a valid date to make sure all this marketing information are also informed to the dealers when they are using Tripod. So all in all, I would say that it is a success story within our region and VW world. So thanks, N4, again for working together with us. Any questions so far?
Thank you so much for your impressive insight in your activities. There's one question from the audience. They are asking, okay, you have different markets. You have different markets like Australia, Taiwan, Japan, and so on. And what is the challenge to bring these different markets together? You already talked a little bit about it, but maybe you can explain to the audience, because I know that you already had a solution for the European market within the Volkswagen. But what is the difference between Europe on the one side and on the other side? What still makes it challenging in the Asia-Pacific region that you also have different markets? So what is the difference? Why you couldn't just use the European solution for the Asia-Pacific market? So two questions, actually. I'm sorry.
Perhaps I answer first, and Sharon, you can then add your points. So the point is that usually the VW HE systems that are available also for tires in Europe, you're right, are quite complex, I would say, yeah. And also a lot of resources are needed then to do master data management and then also all the connections to the suppliers. This is basically the main work for such a triangulation platform. And our markets, and in the markets, as I said, we have then even different importers, yeah, that are sometimes completely different from the system setup, are so small compared to Europe that we could not find the support and could not afford also at the end to go for these solutions. On the other side, we had also the vision to have not just a tire shop available for our markets, but we have really set a scalable solution where we can put basically all the triangulated products that are not Xenium parts, that we are not delivering through our standard supply chain in one shop. Yeah? So the big idea, and this will be also the next steps in the future, is that besides the big products like tires, oil, and so on, we will also add much more suppliers with workshops, consumables, and all the other things that the dealer has basically a one-stop shopping platform, and all the invoices come then through the importer to the dealer. And that's the vision that we have. And yeah, we are working on this, and we know that we will receive the support from N4 to go in this direction.
Thank you. I didn't ask for this answer, but but thank you so much, Marco. Sharon, do you want to add something?
Yeah. Maybe from my side, it will be more on the soft aspects of project management, whereby, our region actually is different countries. So regarding culture, languages, so that's where we come in and to neutralize the whole understanding. And of course, we have different processes within each individual market. So that makes sense to actually have a alignment within Virat about in this project. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. There's a second question, but Marco, you already answered, I think, most of them. The question refers to the future plans within the platform. That's a question that was asked, but where is the future of the platform? Where should the platform develop further? Is there any, or what are the expansion stages? But I think you already told us your vision. Maybe you can give you some more insights in your vision or your future plans. Is it okay?
Sure. I think some of the topics we can disclose. So in the markets where the platform is established, we want to, first of all, still motivate more the usage. Yeah? And here we are working on continuously enhance the functionalities of the platforms to keep it up to date and user-friendly. Then also in these established markets, we want to then add this additional products, to come to this one-stop shopping experience for everything what is not Xenium parts. But then in the other direction, we also want to go, of course, to further markets, to bring it to other markets in the region, but also to other brands. We are currently connected to VW, Audi, Skoda in Australia, for example, and now a new brand like Seat Cupra is starting. And it's really more or less, N4 will say it's not a low-hanging fruit, but for me it's a low-hanging fruit because everything is done. And we just have to then put in the CI of the new Cupra brand. And then also the new Cupra dealers in Australia can really then source the tires from this platform. The same and also with Porsche brand, Lamborghini, Bentley. So we see here in several directions still the room to bring this forward. So looking forward to work together with N4 and have even much more success in the future.
Thank you. Sharon, something you want to add, or you're fine with this answer? I think so. But I have a question. Maybe you checked on our agenda. We later have a discussion about platforms in general. We will talk about the question, are platforms the next digital level in B2B? And from your general meaning or from your working experience, what is actually yeah, your meaning, what's your take? What do you think platforms are going to? I mean, outside of the Volkswagen area in total, what will be the role of platforms in the future? Maybe you can tell us a little bit of your meaning there, and we will later discuss it in the panel discussion with other colleagues as well. Marco, maybe you will first answer, or
Maybe I can
yeah,
just
sure, of course.
come to my point. I think it will be good to have mobile application.
Yeah.
So, but I know that this is something which needs to really be aligned with the backend system. It is not something easy. So this might be something more interesting as we move forward.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm finished with my questions, and there are not so far. There are not more questions in our chat. Thank you so much that you had time for us today, and hopefully maybe you can stay a little bit in the virtual conference and follow some of our our presentations. Thank you. We are a little bit early, but it's no problem because it's midday here in Germany, so we will have lunch now, which people will like it. We will eat a little bit earlier. So thank you, and I changed my language now. Danke auch an alle, die bisher zugehört haben.